Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be the monthly reading. So it's a general reading looking at the energy surrounding us. It's for all of the signs for the month of July 2018. For the reading, I will be doing a 10-card Celtic Cross spread using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso. And I will also pull oracle cards for additional guidance from the Soulful Woman deck by Shushann, Movessian, and Gemma Summers, and also from the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise, Linn. As I always remind you at the beginning of the videos, these are general videos, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, you can connect with me on the INSTANTGO app. Just download the INSTANTGO app onto your cell phone, and then you can find me there at Changing Phases Tarot. It's a quick and easy way to get in touch with me for sort of yes-no, very quick turnaround questions. You could also email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com or take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find information about the types of readings that I offer as well as pricing for those. And it would be a good time for me to just say thank you all so much for the people who have been with me for a while. I really do appreciate it. And for new viewers, welcome. I'm glad that you found me here on YouTube. Hopefully, if you enjoy the reading today, you will choose to subscribe, and that way you will be notified when I upload new videos. All right, so I will stop for now. I'll see you all for your readings. Hi, Sagittarius. Hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your July 2018 reading. As you can see, I have already shuffled off camera and have laid the spread to try to save a little bit of time. So let's get started. You have at the center of your reading the Nine of Pentacles, crossed by the Ten of Cups. What a beautiful combination. At the foundation, you have Major Arcana, the Justice. Okay, and that's card number 11 of the Major Arcana. In the recent past, you have the Page of Cups. Crowning your reading, you have the Ace of Swords. In the near future, you have the Knight of Wands. You in the reading appear as the Knight of Pentacles. In your environment surrounding you, you have the Two of Swords. Your hopes and fears, the Two of Wands. The outbound energy for the month of July heading into August is the Knight of Cups. And the card at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the month of July, is Major Arcana number 5, the Hierophant. And the two oracle cards from the Sacred Traveler deck, you have Joy and Delight, open your heart to joy. And from the Soulful Woman deck, you have card number 30, Path Awareness. If I sincerely ask, I am always guided back to the right path for me and to my central purpose. These are such pretty cards. Okay, so let's start off here with this combination of the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups at the center of your reading. So the Nine of Pentacles is earth energy. And the suit of earth has to do, or the suit of pentacles, has to do with like the earthly things, right? The tangible things here in the material realm, such as the work that we do, the money that we earn. It's financial prosperity, material prosperity. Has to do with our homes, education, knowledge. And the Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful card. It's a card of self-reliance. It's a card of having, the type of life that you have always wished for yourself. You can see the woman here. She's in this beautiful garden surrounded by all of these pentacles. It's definitely taken her a long time to accumulate those pentacles. So she's worked long and hard to get to where she is in life, right? But she does have She has all of the sort of the trees laden with fruit. There are beautiful animals around her. So it's a very lush kind of, she's worked hard, but she has, by herself, been able to achieve and attain this life. So it is a card of self-reliance, of self-sufficiency as well, right? Being able to take care of yourself, and having, having what you need, financially speaking, so she has the nice home, she has the nice job, she has enough money in the bank, to not have to worry. So it's a very nice card, and it's crossed by the Ten of Cups, which is the happy home and family card, kind of the happily ever after card. The Ten of Cups is it's cups energy, so water energy, deals with feelings, emotions, relationships, and it's the culmination. Tens in the tarot are endings or culminations. It's a culmination of, the journey that began with the Two of Cups, the soulmate card, the coming together of the two people. You can see that now that union has brought this happy family. So it's a card of completion, of emotional fulfillment. It's a card of just feeling generally, very happy, very satisfied. It can have to do with, family, home. And with it crossing the Knight of Pentacles is, what can help or hinder. I mean, this is beautiful. It's kind of having the home, the life that you wanted, the family. It's, whatever family is to you. For some people, family can be friends of yours, right? Just friends turn into sort of this big tribe or family for you. So, I mean, I use family, but it is, people who are like family to you, right? If you don't actually have that large or that family, unit like you see on here, it's about the happiness that comes along with that. Now, sitting here in the foundation, so the sort of the deep past, we have the Justice card. So, and kind of mirroring it here in your crowning energy, you have the Ace of Swords. So this is kind of the Ace of the truth, the Sword of Justice here, the Sword of Truth. It kind of appears mirroring up here with the Ace of Swords. So the Justice card it's a very karmic card. It can have to do with karmic justice. This is, a major arcana card, so significant, powerful energy with the Justice card here. But there can be, and this is in the, in the past, so there could have been maybe a legal situation that you were dealing with, legal proceedings, something to do with the courts, a need for some type of, balance here, because we do, with the scales of justice. Usually when the Justice card comes in, you see that she's holding the scales there. We have the scales of justice. We have the Sword of Truth. So many times when it appears, it's, it's because things were, the scale was tipped in your favor. So if there was a situation where you felt that, you had been treated unfairly, or things hadn't gone your way, or, somebody else did something, they seemed to get away with it, that type of thing. This is the Justice card is about the righting of those wrongs. So, the scales being tipped in your favor. If this was a legal proceedings, it's that going in your favor. It can also have to do with just karmic justice. If this isn't, with the actual court system or lawyers, that type of thing. It can be things going, if somebody has treated you unfairly, it's about them getting kind of karmic justice, karmic justice being served, and you getting what you deserve. It's that type of energy. So that does sit in the deep past. So this is, past energy here. And then in the recent past, we have the Page of Cups, which is a beautiful, offering. The pages in the tarot bring in, and you do have quite a few people appearing in your reading. You have, as far as the court cards go, when court cards appear in a reading, they can be people who are playing a significant role during that period. They can be just energy situations that we're dealing with, or it can be, the energy that you are taking on. So in this case, you have 1, 2, 3, you have 4 court cards in your reading. So they could be people. In the case of the Page of Cups, this could be a younger water sign individual. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Usually it could be a child. This could be, a teenager, somebody in their early 20s. It's a very loving, very soft, caring type of energy. If it isn't a person, then pages usually bring news of things, right? The pages bring news. They're messengers. And then knights come in usually to act on something, right? Or they bring in an offer, or they come in to act on news of something. So the Page of Cups could be this news of, sometimes it has to do with news of a pregnancy, news of the birth of a child. It can be a new offering of love, so this, sort of new relationship beginning. But it's very, it's very caring type of energy, right? This Page of Cups. If it's not a relationship, it can be, this new, if it's a new, something to do with an opportunity coming in, it's something that's going to bring you happiness, right? Sometimes the Page of Cups has to do with needing to be open, being open to communication, because the Page of Cups is a very open and welcoming and, receptive opportunity. So this could be, and it does sit in the recent past, it could have been a new opportunity coming in that you needed to be more open and receptive to, whatever that offer was, or that new opportunity. Again, could have been an offering of love, could even be this news of, pregnancy, birth, something along those lines. But it's news of something, right? They bring in their messengers. And then again, this truth, which is on, it's crowning your reading here. This Ace of Swords. Aces in the Tarot, they're yes cards, they're victory cards, so this sort of card of success. If there's a question that you've been waiting, or if there's, with justice kind of sitting opposite it, if you're waiting for an answer back from, the courts or some type of legal ruling, the Ace of Swords comes in to give that yes, right? It's a very strong, very positive energy. Aces are also kind of these blessings from the universe. So it's the universe extending this beautiful new opportunity to you. And the Ace of Swords is, as swords or as air energy, is very much to do with, cerebral energy, it's mental energy, it's a suit of the mind. So this oftentimes appears when there's clarity, when, it's kind of like that aha moment, when you finally figure something out, or you gain that knowledge that you need to clarify a situation. It also speaks of beautiful new beginnings. We have definitely surrounding it, there are all these butterflies. So, speaking of new things and rebirth and new phases, new opportunities. But it's also to do with clarity and you finding out something, or you having that aha moment, or it's all about the power of the intellect with this Ace of Swords. Can be having a new point of view as well. It can also be that aha moment in the sense of that it's inspiration, like out of nowhere you have that, oh, okay, that's what I need to do, or it's that inspiration kind of coming out of nowhere. Again, could be victory, new beginnings. And then we have these three knights coming in. You have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So again, could be people. If so, knights are typically, they're more kind of middle-aged individuals, right? In the case of the Knight of Wands, it would be more of a middle-aged fire sign individual, male or female. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And out of all the knights, the Knight of Wands, out of these three, he would be the fastest moving, right? Because it's fire energy. And much like fire, fire, it lights, it lights up very quickly, so that's, it's that spark, it happens very quickly, but it also burns out very quickly. So it's, a quicker energy. And knights, they come rushing in, right? And they come in to act on something. Yes, they can bring offerings as well, but they also come in to act. And this Knight of Wands, it can have to do with it being the suit of Wands, which is kind of the day-to-day matters in life. It also has to do with our jobs, creativity, creative endeavors, projects. He's coming rushing in here. So it could be a person, right, who's coming up in the near future that might be quite significant. But he's coming in to, to either bring news of something or to act on this new, whatever this new, could be a new creative endeavor, new opportunity, but he's very passionate about it. He's very excited about it. He's a very vibrant type of character. He does, on the negative side, he tends to act first and think later. So, if this is more of a situation that you're dealing with, you have this clarity, you have this new beginning, you might feel very excited about kind of rushing into it. But I think that the caution here is, or what the card is cautioning is, just take it easy. Once you gain that clarity, you have this new beginning here, this new opportunity. That's fine for you to feel excited about it, and to want to kind of, and feel very full of life about it. But you don't, do think about it before you rush ahead and start it. Look before you leap, kind of thing. So think before you act. Now, you appear as the Knight of Pentacles. So out of all of the Knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving. He's the slow and steady wins the race Knight, because this is earth energy, right? So he's, he kind of plods along. He's very methodical. Once he has his eye, on whatever the goal is, or, he has that prize in sight, that goal in sight, he's very hardworking. He's very dependable. He doesn't stop until reaching his goal. So he's very hardworking. So this, I feel that with this, and really I think with all of them, maybe the Knight of Cups, it could be a little bit different. But with this Knight of Wands and Knight of Pentacles, I feel it's more, sort of the situation, this situation coming in, or you dealing with this situation, and this is how you need to approach it. And so you are appearing as this, very different energy than this Knight of Wands, because this is, like I was saying, is the rush into it type of energy. The Knight of Pentacles is about, it's security, it's dependability, it's very, he's very cautious. So he's very reliable, but he doesn't make rash moves or decisions. He's very good at reaching, at getting to where he wants to go. So this could be you just with this, new beginning, this whatever this clarity that came in here. Even though you're feeling there's this excitement around it, right? And this kind of spark of excitement and wanting to rush after it, you are still, you're being level-headed about it, right? You understand that even there is good to have this excitement, but you need to kind of, go the long haul. You need to keep your eye on the prize here. Now, there's a decision in your surrounding environment with this Two of Swords, and we have, more Swords energy. So, again, in the mind here, right, it's the suit of the intellect. And the Suit of Swords sometimes is called the stalemate card, right? It's a very stagnant energy because you can see that the woman, she has the swords in a very defensive position, right, crossing her chest, sort of shielding herself against something, and then she can't see. She has this blindfold on. She could easily get out of this. She could just drop her arms, drop the swords, remove the blindfold. So she could easily, remove everything in order to see the situation for what it is. But for whatever reason, she's unwilling to face the situation. She feels as though she's unable to make a decision on something. Maybe she doesn't have all the information that she needs to do so. So it's kind of that energy in your environment, and it's interesting because going back to the Ace of Swords, you have, the message from your higher self. There is this clarity here, so if there's something that you're unable to or unwilling to see, or something that hasn't been that clear, there is this Ace of Swords bringing the clarity to you, but this is kind of surrounding you. So there might be some type of, confusion surrounding whatever this ace of this new opportunity is. You might need to see something from, or gain a new perspective. And then there's another, so you have two twos here. In your hopes and fears, you have the Two of Wands. So, is telling me that there's a, is a decision to be made. It could have to do with, the Two of Wands, as your hope. You're hoping to make the right decision. Obviously, whenever we're faced with, this Two of Swords or this Two of Wands, the Two of Wands is really about kind of you're standing there, you're at that crossroads, you're staring down both paths, and, there is no right or wrong. If you choose one path over the other, it's not necessarily that, the other path was wrong for you. It's just that the one that you chose, you felt that that was the right one. You felt that that was the one that you needed to go down. And so it's all about taking control, and it's sort of similar energy, but very different, right? Look, the woman there, she's completely, lacking in control of the situation, right? She could take control of it, but she's blindfolded. She's sort of with her arms crossed. Look at the man. He is open. He's staring down the two paths. He has the two wands there. He's taken matters into his own hands. He's the one who's deciding which path to go down. He's the one that's deciding where he wants to go from here. So it's a very courageous energy. It's a very exciting, very passionate, very determined energy. Both of them are twos. One is, feeling stuck or unable to make a decision, and this one is all about taking hold of the reins and just going with it. So you're hoping to move out of, what if there has been some type of confusion. You're hoping to, gain that clarity, make the decision, take matters into your own hands, based on your own, sort of kind of foresight or your own insight into which path is best for you. And if this is a new opportunity, a new job opportunity possibly, it's, you weighing them both up, but then ultimately saying, okay, this is the one that's, that I think is right for me. And then the outbound energy, you have the Knight of Cups. So again, could be a person, could be a middle-aged water sign individual. So Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And this is the Knight in shining armor. The Knight of Cups, he comes in to bring this offering. It's an offering of love, right? You can see that he's holding this chalice, right? The Holy Grail. He's bringing in this new offering of love. So again, it could be a person. And we do have sort of two offerings with this Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. If it's not, then this is, moving ahead on something, acting on something. This could be this new opportunity. You've made your decision here with the Two of Wands. You're focused on where you're going. And it's something that's going to bring you great joy, great happiness, right? With this Knight of Cups energy, this is very, it's you feeling very happy about it. It's you, it's a decision that's bringing great joy. It's an opportunity that's very much in line with, what you want for yourself, what's going to bring you that happiness. But there's definitely, there's new beginnings. At the center, we have this, very sort of stable, self-reliant, self-sufficient type energy with this ultimate happiness, possibly to do with family, offerings of love, or offerings, new things, messages of new things that are going to bring you joy. And then 3 Knights. So again, could be acting on this. These two, the Wands and the Pentacles, could definitely be a new career opportunity, a new job offer, could be a new creative endeavor, a new project. But there's, success, victory, new beginnings, insight with this Ace of Swords crowning your reading. And then the overall energy for the month, the Hierophant. This can have to do with marriage. So, if we look at this more from say a relationship point of view. These are general readings, but we do have, Page of Cups. We have the 10 of Cups at the center. We have the Knight of Cups here. We have new beginnings. With the Hierophant, Hierophant can speak of marriage. He is a religious figure, right? We see him here. He does speak of, we usually associate the card with those large kind of structured religions, things that follow some type of order. It's very sort of structured. So we associate it with like churches, large institutions such as like the government or universities, court systems, that type of thing. But he can also represent marriage. This can be seeking counsel. We did have the Justice card down here. So there could be you, or there could be a need for you to seek out the counsel of somebody. Could be in the form of a lawyer, could be in the form of, like a teacher, professor, could be like an actual counselor, like a psychologist, psychiatrist, or it could be, going to if you attend some type of, official, I'm trying to say, more structured religion, if you attend church or something like that, this could be you seeking out the guidance of your pastor, of your priest, your rabbi, that type of thing. There could be a need for whatever you're finding out, or, how you're moving ahead with this new path, this new decision. There could be a need to do things very much by the book, to follow the rules, to do things in a very orderly manner. With the Hierophant there, this could be, I was picking up something with the Page of Cups and the Justice. I might come back to them. Let's take a look at the Oracle cards and see how they tie in. I like to read the full meaning for the Oracle cards from the guidebook. So we'll start off here with card number 30, Path Awareness. And this card says, when I ask sincerely, I am always guided back to my right path and to my central purpose. Each time I return to my path, I return with knowledge and wisdom gained from exploring the shadow side of my journey. My side journeys, detours, and setbacks give me a broader perspective and useful information. Each time I return true to my course, I am that much clearer and stronger, that much more ready to live peacefully with myself and my chosen life path. Each time I return, I am more sure that this is the right way for me and that I'm on track. This knowledge reassures me. Sometimes I can only know what I know by experiencing the contrast of other paths or by falling off my path for a while. I'm excited about my journey ahead. Well, this does definitely tie in with, what you have is your hopes and fears, the Two of Wands here, right? And this new path, this new beginning. And it does kind of go along with what I was saying about how, there is no right or wrong. It's all about going off the path sometimes. Sometimes we are called to, do things more in a more sort of traditional way and, take that more traditional job or follow that more traditional path. And other times, we go off the path a little bit and go off on our own way and do things, a little unconventionally, and that's fine too, because these are all life experiences. And, when we do come back and get back into another, relationship, a job, new opportunity, we're back on or we're starting off on a different path, that's fine, because you're taking with you all of the experiences, prior to beginning on this new path. So definitely ties in with our Two of Wands there. Let's take a look at the Joy and Delight card. And this card says, let me find it. Here we go. You do not need to suffer to grow. You can grow leaps and bounds through joy. True happiness comes from following the dictates of your soul. Do what gives you joy. Celebrate and have fun. Stop and embrace life, yourself, and others. Say yes. Take steps today to expand your joy. You don't need to do it all at once, but you do need to start. Your purpose in life is to experience joy. Allow joy and ecstasy to flow through you wildly and freely. Share your love. Happiness spreads to others like wildfire and can help heal the world. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know. The Sacred Traveler knows that it's not just about reaching the destination. It's about the joy of the journey. The traveler stops periodically to savor the simple pleasures of the voyage. If you don't follow your bliss now, when will you? If you've been waiting until circumstances are different before you experience true happiness, you may have a long wait. It's simple. When you focus on the areas of your life that bring you joy, these areas will prosper. One of the fastest paths to happiness is through sharing and giving. So give of your heart and follow your bliss. Joy is your spiritual birthright. And there's definitely, a message coming through here of paths, and following this new path, gaining some type of insight, and the clarity that you need. But then it's very much about, you embarking upon this new journey and you being very much in control of where you're going from now. And especially with this Nine of Pentacles, this is the, sometimes it's, what are they? I think some people say it's like the self-sufficient or self-reliant bachelorette or bachelor card. It's that type of, yes, you have this happy home and family, but, you don't need that. You have it in your life. It's a beautiful thing, but, you are very much in charge of everything that's going on with you. You're self-reliant. You've worked very hard. There could definitely be this new opportunity. For some, there could be, like I was saying with the Justice card, there's some type of karmic justice, righting a wrong, finding out the clarity. And we have the Two of Swords and then the Ace of Swords here. So, needing to have clarity or needing to see things clearly in order to make a decision. But then it's, towards the end of the month, it's you being very fearless and making that decision and then going after what brings you joy with this Knight of Cups card. So I do hope that these messages have helped you in some way. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of July. Bye for now.